Either you run the day or the day runs you. Hey guys, it's Marissa from Pittsburgh Fit, and today's nutrition tip is going to be on plate size. So how much we eat and why we eat certain things has a lot to do with psychology. So that's why a plate and the size of your plate is so important. So if you get a plate this big, you're probably going to fill it up and eat all that. But if you shrink your plate down to this size and fill that up, you're going to probably eat less, be less full, and really just eat the correct amount without even having to think about it.
All right guys, my name's Anthony. I'm gonna take you through today's PF Go workout. We're gonna start our warm up with 2 rounds of 10 calories on cardio, 10 snow angels, and 10 pulsing Supermans. Now 10 calories in cardio. That can be rower, that can be bike. We can double the number and do burpees, or we can multiply the number by 5 and do jump rope. That's some nice and easy math. Now our second exercise, snow angels. We're gonna lay down on our stomachs, our feet are gonna be together, our hands are gonna start reaching out over our head. You're gonna tuck your chin so you look straight down at the ground, and you're gonna make a snow angel. You're gonna keep your arms nice and straight, go to your hips, touch them together over top of your head. We just wanna make sure that your feet are down and your chest is up off the ground as well. Now, while we're down there, we're gonna finish up with 10 pulsing Supermans. Now from here, your arms are gonna be out nice and straight. Your chin again is gonna be tucked. You're gonna lift your chest and your feet off the ground. The whole leg all the way through the thigh and the whole stomach all the way down to the belly button should leave the floor at the top. Now we'll go through that cycle one more time of calories of cardio, snow angels, and pulsing Supermans one more time before moving on to some overhead pressing. Now we have strict presses, push presses, and then bent over rows to counter it out. Now strict presses, we're gonna use a barbell here, but you can use a dumbbell, you can use a kettlebell, a medicine ball, the options are yours. We're gonna put that barbell in the upright position. The elbows are slightly in front of the weight. We're gonna pull that chin back tucked nice and tight like in the snow angels and Supermans. Then you're just gonna press out and lower back down. Good, nice and steady, lowering it down to the chest. The elbows stay in front of the bar the entire time. We want you to keep your hips and core nice and tight. It should almost look like a hollow body position. Now, we're gonna keep the same movement, we're just gonna add a little oomph to it. We have 10 push presses. Same start position, we're gonna dip down 2 inches and drive and lock out overhead. So I shouldn't be able to tell at the very beginning or at the end whether you're doing a push press or a strict press. Now what I want you to pay attention to here is, can you pause at the bottom of a dip for me? At the bottom of a dip, we want the shoulders directly over top of the hips, the knees just move forward. So try and lean back at the torso. Then I want you to go as hard as you can, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, squeeze your arms as you go all the way up and overhead. Good, we'll get that all out of the way before moving on to our bent over rows. We're gonna keep the same weight. We're just gonna drop the chest down parallel to the ground and pull in. What you want to do is with that bar, you want to hit between your belly and your sternum. There's a nice pretty spot where the ribs and stomach meet. That's our target. Again, we're demonstrating with a barbell, but dumbbells, medicine ball, kettlebell, all fine. Now we'll do the strict presses, push presses, and bent over rows one more time before moving on to our strength for today. 12, 12, 10, 10, or 16, 16, 12, 12 push presses. 12, 12, 10, 10 is if you're using a barbell. 16, 16, 12, 12 is if you're using a pair of dumbbells. Now you guys know exactly what those look like. We have a dip and a drive, but I want to focus on our tempo a little bit. So we're gonna have that same start position. You take a big deep breath in, fill your chest with air, you have a slow dip, and then a fast drive and hold it. Then lower down and stop. Then take a deep breath in again, dip and drive, same idea. Good, so instead of doing rep, 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 rep connected, we're gonna do 1 rep, pause, reset. 1 rep, pause, reset. 1 rep, pause, reset. That way, you can use as much force or weight as possible throughout those 12 reps. By 7 or 8, your arms should be feeling really tired. Not only are they working hard, but it's hard for them to get blood when they're locked out overhead. Just remember to focus on keeping the abs tight and the glutes tight. If you feel something in your back, it's probably a little bit too heavy, or we need to work back down and clean up our form a little bit. Just know that if you feel it, it's okay. We just want to back off a little bit after that. So we'll go through that piece. It'll take us about 8 minutes, about 1 set every 2 minutes. And then we're gonna complete bent over rows after every single set. So they are gonna be a superset. So you have your push presses real quick, and then we wrote them as single arm bent over rows, 8 reps on each side, or you can just do the same number with a barbell. Easy peasy. Now, our conditioning piece for today, every 2 minutes for 6 sets, we have 7 push presses, 15 calories on the bike. So this is a high intensity interval. We want you to finish this in under a minute, so you have a minute and a half rest. What our goal is to try and hit at least more rest than work. If you hit exactly the same, that's okay, but our goal is to work short, rest long. Now, these push presses are not that dip, pause, reset. It's going to be connected. So we have the same start. As soon as you lock up, you're going to come right back down. Every time you lower that weight, you dip immediately and going right into that next rep. Perfect. So you're going to do 7 with a barbell, a little bit heavier, 12 with dumbbells, a little bit lighter. I personally like dumbbells better, but that's just me. So once you're done, you're going to drop that weight down to the ground. You have 15 or 12 calories on the rower or bike, or you can run 400 meters. What we're looking for here is a sub 1 minute effort. 7 push presses takes about 10-15 seconds. Take a couple breaths, get on the rower by 30. You should be done by a minute and a half or less. That way you can hit everything nice and hard, nice and fast. The first 2 intervals, or even the 3rd interval, shouldn't be that hard. By the 4th, 5th, and 6th, you should feel like you're really in a little bit over your head. That's the kind of pace we're looking for today. We'd love to hear how long it took you to do each set or your splits. Let us know in the comments below. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.